This is Kevin Mayo, your American correspondent for Real Ale Craft Beer, and today we are drinking Newburyport Greenhead IPA from Newburyport, Massachusetts, which is north of Boston. It's actually a fairly nice little community, real, I wouldn't say touristy, but really rustic, and they've done a lot to bring it back and make it a nice destination place. The brewery's a couple years old. They said they got the idea to really go out and share their passion for beer when the Bruins won the Stanley Cup, which was, 3 years ago, I believe. And their head brewer is a gentleman by the name of Mike Robinson. Don't know the man, but he's got a very interesting bio. I should say interesting. He's got a very solid bio. 19-time medalist in the amateur home brew contest. He won a Sam's Long Shot contest. And he was the New England Home Brewer of the Year. So let's go ahead and give this a crack. I know this has been getting a lot of buzz. We'll go ahead and give it a pour. And then I'll read a little bit off the can after I've got it poured here. So, an assertive and hoppy West Coast style IPA with bright flavors that offset smooth malt undertones, a distinctive hop aroma with a clean, crisp balance and finish. It is 7.2% ABV, and they call it the IPA that bites back because the greenhead fly definitely bites, as anybody in New England knows. Let's do the aroma. We're jumping ahead. Let's do what it looks like. And it is on the darker orange side, maybe even a tinge of red. We've got about 2 fingers of, I would call it almost tan, a little bit darker than what I normally classify as off-white. So it is fairly hazy. I do not know if I'm guessing it's unfiltered. I don't think it's chill haze. This is not that cold. I've let it warm up a little bit. Now let's do the aroma. And you do get the malt undertone, and it is a little bit reserved. It's not right up front. Get a little bit of the grapefruit. You get a little bit of that dank, turned earth, wet leaves maybe. And I got a hint of pine. Not very prevalent, but just a hint of pine. And this isn't meant as any, I shouldn't say it's not, I'm saying it's exactly what you expect an IPA to smell like, which means it's true to the form. There's nothing wrong with that. I'll put a little more in there. And let's go ahead and give it a taste. And it's definitely West Coasty. The prevalent prevalent flavor is, and it's not really a flavor, I guess it is a flavor, bitter. So your prevalent thing is that back of the mouth, bitter. It does have a little bit of bready, malty up front, maybe even a little hint of toffee with that. Grapefruit. And I mean, definitely grapefruit. Sometimes I think we, as beer reviewers, expect grapefruit, and we tend to pick up a bitter taste and we just classify it as grapefruit. I would say this one definitely, really does taste of the grapefruit. A little bit of cut grass. It finishes with that resin on the tongue. It does finish dry. So you get a little malt undertone. You get grapefruit, a hint of grass, pine, get a little bit of resin on the tongue. Finishes quite bitter. I'm not sure what the IBU is on it. It's definitely a solid West Coast. Like I said, I know it's been getting a lot of buzz around New England where you can find this. And but what it is, it's a bit of it's West Coast. Well, so many of the IPAs we get around here are more East Coast more floral, with less of the just a wash of bitter. I mean, obviously, one of the holy grails is the heady topper, which most of us in New England, us beer geeks in New England, will track down from time to time. It's not easy, but we can get it. So, solid IPA, especially if you think West Coast IPA. If you guys can get it, you should try it. Score-wise, we'll give this a solid. It's a good beer. Let's give it an 86 out of 100. Till next time, keep drinking.